Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wanted to quickly figure out what day of the week a certain date falls on in Google Sheets, maybe to track transactions, plan events, or just satisfy your curiosity, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to use the weekday formula in Google Sheets step by step. Stick with me till the end and you'll be able to turn any date into its weekday number fast and with confidence. Alright, let's dive right in. Imagine we've got a small list of transaction dates set up in our spreadsheet. For this tutorial, here are some sample dates we'll use: 2025-0701, 2025-0702, and so on up through 2025-0707. Think of these as real-world checks or sales, perhaps. You want to see which days of the week these transactions happened. Now to start using the weekday formula, first click into an empty cell right next to your first date. Here, where the magic happens. You'll want to type in equals weekday and then an open parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, click on the cell that holds your first date. Let's say it's A2, so your formula looks like this, equals weekday A2. Then close that parenthesis and hit enter. Right away, Google Sheets will return a number. But what's that number mean here where things get interesting? By default, weekday returns 1 for Sunday, 2 for Monday, 3 for Tuesday, and so on, all the way up to 7 for Saturday. So if your date is a Monday, you'll see a 2, Tuesday is 3, and so forth. It's a super quick way to see the pattern in your dates. For example, if you've got a bunch of sales happening every weekend, this will help you spot those Saturdays and Sundays with just a glance. Now, instead of retyping that formula for every row, let's save ourselves some time. Hover over the bottom right corner of the cell with your formula, the little blue square known as the fill handle. When your cursor turns into a plus sign, click and drag down to fill the formula for all your other dates. Don't worry if you haven't used this feature before, it's a standard time saver in Google Sheets, and once you try it, you'll want to use it everywhere. As you drag the formula down, each row automatically checks its own date, and you'll see a column of numbers appear. At this point, you might be wondering how to match these numbers to days of the week if you're not sure. Here's a handy tip. Remember, 1 is always Sunday, 2 is Monday, 3 is Tuesday, and so on until 7, which lands on Saturday. If it helps, you could even add a little key somewhere off to the side of your sheet to remind yourself. Or if you need to turn these numbers into actual weekday names instead of numbers, you can use other handy functions, but that's something we could explore in another video. This whole process is especially useful when you're analyzing patterns, like maybe most of your transactions happen on Fridays and Saturdays, or you're tracking project deadlines by day of the week. Using the weekday formula helps you turn raw dates into meaningful insights. And that's it. Using the weekday formula in Google Sheets is really that simple, but it can open up whole new ways to organize and visualize your data. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please give the video a like and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I love hearing what you're working on or any spreadsheet topics you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical Google Sheets tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.